Welcome to Vintage Coin Op Restorations and one of our latest projects. Here we have an Exhibit Supply Company's Egyptian Seeress. The year is 1929 when this machine was produced, and we are going to bring her back to life. Just by looking at it as she stands, it looks a little short, and that is because it is supposed to be sitting on some ornate claw feet. That is what is usually on this machine, and at this time we are missing them. We're also missing some trim right above here, which we can probably take care of. But inside is a lady who is standing over some sort of, it looks some sort of like a perfume atomizer of some sort. Because they didn't make things just for their machine. So this was actually something, and it had to have been something that was manufactured at the time. And I'm going to take this off slowly so we can take a look at her. Put that down and see exactly what she is. This is paper mache. And she is animated, or yes, she does move back left to right. You would put your money in here. This case, it looks like it's a dime. You would push in, and at the same time as you pull out, you would get dispensed the card. Kind of neat little device. Somebody's done some work inside her already. And here's a little flange there that would hook the card and bring it forward. So basically, you put your money in here, and right below that little slot, you would be dispensed the card where you would take it. Now, also, I'm not sure if this is original, though. Somebody kind of made this animated, and you can tell that this is obviously not original back here. And I'm going to take this one out. Someone actually has a 2x4 back there with the contact. Now, if I open this up, let's see what's going on inside here. Well, at first when I saw this little lady here, I figured she was just standing straight and she didn't move. But it's very possible that someone did this. I'm not sure. I haven't I've seen these machines, but I've never kind of investigated to see exactly what it did. And it's questionable because in here, I'm looking at a painted piece of wood and a sort of bent piece of aluminum here. And then you got this piece of brass that looks like somebody just made. So I'm thinking maybe this is a completely made animation, which right now I think is a great idea, because otherwise you would just put your money in there for your 10 cents and get a card delivered to you just looking at her. So what I believe what they were trying to do is they were going to get this lady to move left to right. And in the other pictures I have seen that this little lamp or whatever it is down here should be lit up. There should be light coming out of this window, but I believe it should be a jewel of some sort, that there's light behind it that would radiate out. So like I said, this is all paper mache that we'll have to repair and paint. Now, as for was it originally animated or not, I don't know. I'll have to find out, but it's already been done, so I like the fact that it does have some animation, because here again, somebody put a 2x4 here with a little contact switch, and I would think that when you put your money in and you actually activated, the coin slide would push forward, push that contact would go all the way down to this makeshift. And we know this was an original. And what they tried to do here is I try to get a timing mechanism here. So what that would do would turn on the power for this motor here. Well, first we'll go to this transformer. Whichever power that takes for that motor to turn around, it would start to move the lady left to right. But we need her to do that, say, let's for 30 seconds. So, or one continuous, 360 degrees on this little contact here. But with the timing mechanism is why that's a timing bell down here. So when you put your money in there, it would have energized this coil. It would energize this coil and let that timer hold the contact for a brief period of time. And when it's done, obviously she would stop moving, but this way you want a little excitement. So they would have maybe the light go on, her move left to right for 20 seconds or so, or for the full 360 degrees. And that would be the end of your 10 cents. Obviously you would get your card. But then here's another device here that we have some coils burnt up. But here is another device inside this machine that's not connected. And it's basically a pinball stepper unit with some contacts on the top. I'm not sure exactly what this was supposed to do. And again, not sure if it's original. I'm going to say that it is not original. And somebody put that inside there. But I think it's an awesome idea what they did. To have this this lady move left to right. I could see her lit up for a couple seconds as you put your money in and get your card dispensed. Great idea. We just have to figure out how it worked and get it back to working, and obviously, rewire all this with the proper period electric and fix some of the stuff so it doesn't look like a 2x4 and do it properly. And also we would need the legs. And again, on the cabinet, there's, someone's got 2 nails there. You'll see a lot of holes. So all that stuff should be cleaned up, fixed. Somewhere down the line, someone put a new back on the machine. So it definitely has its work cut out for it. These are original. Like I said, there's your slide. It would probably just polish up kind of nice because I'd like to keep it in its original patina, but we have a little bit more cabinet work on this thing, so we'd probably clean it all up and then go back and refinish it, but at the same time try to distress it a little bit so it does still have the patina look. As you drop your money into this coin mechanism, you can see that it falls in this little hole. And we do have an original lock, an original key. And down here is where you would put your money, and you kind of go and just run your hand in there and scoop out your earnings. And we have a scratched out exhibit supply decal there. So a really, really cool machine. You don't see them too often, and kind of excited to know that it is a little bit animated. And I think it was probably always supposed to be animated. So a lot of that stuff was probably there or was broken and someone fixed it, because this little mannequin here looks like it was always meant to move on this. But we need to find out, what did this come from? Where and what was it made for? So that's a little research we're going to do. If you have one of these for sale or you need one restored, please give us a call. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you can see all the new machines coming to the warehouse.